So with low back pain, there's a lot of myths. There's a lot of things that you've been told that just simply aren't true. Let's go through a few of those things. So one, you may have gotten some imaging done, and it has this laundry list of things like degenerative discs, bulging discs, arthritis, and things like that. You know what I call those? Those are just wrinkles on the inside. Just like we age on the outside, we get older on the inside too. And so it's actually percentage-wise, the majority of people walking around have lumbar disc bulges or cervical disc bulges. The percentages are actually really high. 30% of 20-year-olds with no pain have one or more disc bulges. And so it's just part of being alive. And that doesn't necessarily mean that's why we have pain or symptoms or problems. And so, you'll hear things like degenerative discs. That's just part of getting older. Things, just change over time, and that's okay. That doesn't mean that that's why you have pain or that contributes in any way. And so we can work through that. Honestly, things like bad back. I just have a bad back. You don't have a bad back. Your back's not working the way you want it to. And some of that is how we've treated it in the past. And so by doing the right things and taking the right steps, you can get back into having a great back. It's not bad genetics either. It wasn't like, oh, my grandma had bad back. It runs in my family, and so I'm doomed to have a bad back. Doesn't work that way either. By taking the right steps, you can strengthen yourself up enough to avoid those problems. So yeah, there are some genetic propensities towards certain things, but you can avoid that by taking the right steps to stay healthy and taking a healthy approach in your life. One of the other things that we often see is that people talk about being out, that they're out of alignment. Unfortunately, that's a concept that's been perpetuated, and that simply isn't true. Our back can't be out of alignment. If it was, you'd need severe reconstructive surgery. It doesn't work that way. Now, we can have muscles that are tight and can change the way our backs move and things like that, and that's what makes that feeling of being out. But our bones don't really shift, before and after an adjustment or a manipulation of your spine. There's no difference when we look at it under x-ray. They don't magically move the bones into place. That's not how that works. And so we're not really out of alignment, even though it feels that way. And we can get some relief from those techniques that help, pop the back and stuff like that. It's not that doesn't help get some short-term and very short-term relief, but it's not really realigning anything. And it kind of goes into that being taken care of mentality of I should rest it. I should protect my back. And somebody else should cure me. Doesn't work that way either. Resting just makes us weaker. Protecting it, like bracing and other things, just makes it weaker and more likely that we're going to need more help, have more problems, more injuries, more symptoms and other problems from it. So we really do need to take an active approach and kind of lean into the pain, because pain doesn't mean damage. That's another common misbelief, is that pain means that we're somehow making it worse or that we're damaging it more. And so pain really just means that our body's talking to our brain and saying, hey, look, this is still an issue, be careful. But it doesn't mean we shouldn't move, and it doesn't mean we need to protect it, and it doesn't mean that more damage is being done. Stable pain that doesn't get worse, we can totally keep moving even though there's some discomfort there. And so this feeling of being fundamentally broken is just untrue. That's kind of the last myth, that somehow because of your back that you're broken. You can keep moving, you can keep doing. And so let's find what movements help you kind of lean into that pain, get better, and keep progressing forward. And you can be healthy, take back control, and get your life back.